And now, coverage of the Grambling State Tigers, where we break down this week's matchup, highlight the game's big plays, and interviews with players and coaches. This is the Southern Quality Ford G-Men Nation.
Welcome back, everyone, to another week of G-Men Nation. When I stood here talking to you all last week, things didn't look so good. The Tigers had just fell to Arkansas State 58-3, where they, of course, failed to score a touchdown, had just 102 yards of total offense, and committed 15 penalties. But I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more smiles in tonight's episode. To the Shreveport Classic, both Grambling and NSU looking for win number 1 of the season. 7-0 Demons in the first, but Maurice Washington changes that. Look at the hurdle. Takes it all the way to the end zone. First touchdown of the season for the G-Men, but the kick is blocked, so the score is 7-6. Washington, he's not done. Another handoff and another run. Deeks and finds the open lane all the way to pay dirt. How about this? Finishes with a little shrug. No big deal. And they decide to go for 2. Hawkins with the pass this time, and Lyndon Rash makes the grab. 14-7. Grambling back in the red zone. Chance Williams fights his way into the end zone. 21-7. Hawkins deep in NSU territory airs it to a wide open Lyndon Rash, who takes it all the way home. That makes it 28-7-0. It's still the first half. 34-7 now. Hawkins scrambles. Deep pass right into the hands of J.R. Waters. G-Men rolling this one 47-21 for their first win of the season, and Coach Jackson's first as head coach of the Grambling Tigers. The Shreveport Classic started with 2 things: pouring rain and a Northwestern State touchdown. But after the rain stopped, it was Grambling pouring on the offense. How about 41 points for the Tigers in the first half alone? More than Grambling scored in an entire game last season.
That's why I'm here. You know, I came here to change the culture. And to me, culture changers is winning, right? And it's watching phases of our football team be better than they were a year ago. And so I think that's starting to happen. We got our butts kicked up over our shoulders the week before. Let's just be honest. I mean, we knew we had a lot of work to do, and we left, Jonesboro, Arkansas, licking our wounds, and came back and understood that that's not who we wanted to be, and everybody made a conscious effort and decision that we were going to change it, and we did. Now can we make the next step, and get better before we play our next game? We have to start fashioning what we have as we start to move forward. But the guys did. They found their rhythm. The quarterback started playing really well and looked like everything was going there for a second. But again, it's kind of hit and miss, and I want us to be hitting all the time, so we got to get better.
Before tonight, the last time Grambling and Northwestern State met was back in 2018, where Brad Laird picked up his first win as NSU's head coach. Fast forward 4 years later, now it's Hugh Jackson picking up his first victory against the Demons. Reporting here at Independence Stadium, I'm Sam Rothman. Last week, the stats weren't too pretty, but this is more like it. 145 yards on the ground, 290 in the air, 435 total yards. Let me remind you, last week, the team as a whole only picked up 102 yards of total offense. We saw 7 touchdowns on Saturday, 4 of them in the second quarter alone. Grambling failed to find the end zone once against Arkansas State.